Hello, wrestling fans! This is Sean's View Entertainment, the most dedicated and prolific WWE news source on the web. Subscribe now for hourly WWE breaking news, hard-hitting rumors, and more. And don't forget to smash that bell for notifications, comment, and share. Are you a true wrestling fanatic? Become a channel member right now to show your support and send us super thanks in the comment section today.
The WWE and the wrestling industry are dealing with quiet but important behind-the-scenes shifts right now, from a shocking NXT Women's Championship change that caught the locker room off guard. We're still talking about it because there's more rumors and news about it, to WWE being internally split on a potential signing, to strong backstage reaction following a major title win. And that's not even touching the bigger picture moves. With ESPN pushing for the WWE draft, TNA exploring mainstream crossover opportunities, top stars planning their WrestleMania moment for next year, and now resurfaced footage that has now raised serious concerns. This is WWE news, wrestling news, and backstage reporting. Let's get right into it without wasting any more of your valuable time. Remember, it's so crucial to this channel's success and future. Become a channel member today or donate with a super thanks donation with your credit card, whether it be $5, $10, $15, $20. Becoming a channel member or donating is very crucial to the development of this channel, guys. I've said it since day one. I can't do it without you. Without you, there is no Sean's View. I'm homeless. I'm gone. I'm out without you. Now we got breaking news on a title shock, a championship shock, ladies and gentlemen. During an interview with Going Ringside, Kendall Gray addressed the sudden change in the NXT Women's Division following Thea Heel defeating Blake Monroe to win the NXT Women's Championship unexpectedly. It was botched. Gray made it clear that the result caught the locker room off guard. Not angry, but genuinely surprised. Her comment suggested that this was not a title change that many inside NXT expected to happen when it did, which immediately sparked backstage chatter about whether WWE accelerated its plans for the division. And the fact that we're talking about this a week later just shows you how significant and how prominent that story really was. Also, breaking news on the WWE being split on an AEW star coming to the WWE. Well, according to the dirt sheets, the websites, and the newsletters, it would appear as if the WWE is split on this star, this wrestler, coming over to their brand, over to their company. And the wrestler I'm talking about, we're going to get into it right now. Another story circulating right now involves WWE being internally split on whether to sign Danhausen once his AEW contract expires, once it ends. And according to backstage chatter, there is no consensus. Some within WWE reportedly see Danhausen as a strong merchandise and crossover opportunity, while others question how his character would fit with WWE's current creative system. That divide has reportedly stalled any immediate move, leaving his future wide open. What is the fate in the future of Danhausen? Also, breaking news that concerns the United States Championship in the blue brand of SmackDown. Massive backstage reactions right here and right now. Another major backstage story involving Carmelo Hayes and his recent WWE United States Championship win on the blue brand of SmackDown. According to reports online, the reaction backstage has been overwhelmingly positive. Sources describe Hayes as a long-term centerpiece, with the title win viewed as a confirmation of WWE's confidence in Carmelo Hayes rather than a short-term experiment. My only gripe with this is, why would they do it on a tape show? Why would they do it on a show that wasn't live? This is a moment that should have been in living color, in person, in real time. It shouldn't have been on a taped show. But Carmelo Hayes is your brand new reigning and defending WWE United States Champion, and hopefully he goes on a strong run with it, because Carmelo Hayes is one of those guys that is definitely the future of the WWE. Also, viewers, fans, and subscribers, and some breaking news coming in. Another story that is gaining one whole hell of a lot of traction online right now, and it involves another star that is the now, that is the future of World Wrestling Entertainment. And this is one of those stories that, well, while looked very tragic, and it was tragic, it could have been deathly. It could have been deadly. it definitely could have been the end of not only a career, but it could have been the end of life, viewers. That is how bad, that is how sad this is. We move on to this next update, this next big development. Again, another story gaining traction online, concerns about Tiffany Stratton, who recently shared a throwback footage from before a major title match showing a terrifying ladder practice bump where she almost broke her neck, where she almost ended her career, where she almost died. In the post, Stratton stated that this was the moment that she almost broke her neck while preparing for the match. The footage immediately grabbed attention online, with fans reacting to just how close the situation looked to becoming far more serious. It's important to note that this was not a confirmed neck injury, but rather a near miss that highlights the risks involved with high-impact ladder matches. Still, the clip has reignited discussions around wrestlers' safety, training risks, and how much goes unseen before major matches. For many fans, it was a reminder that what happens before the bell rings can be just as dangerous as what happens in the ring right before your very eyes. Now, when you step back and you connect all these stories, a clear pattern forms. The WWE is making unexpected but deliberate title decisions, elevating next-generation stars, and pulling back the curtain on just how dangerous preparation can be in the WWE. This doesn't point to chaos. It points to repositioning and transparency, viewers, fans, and subscribers. Another behind-the-scenes detail, we got breaking news on the ESPN WWE deal. Listen to this one, guys. Another behind-the-scenes deal and detail involves ESPN and the WWE. Now, according to reports, ESPN pushed to host the WWE draft on one of their streaming platforms for 2025, envisioning it as a standalone sports-style event. The proposal did not move forward, obviously, because now we're almost in 2026, with WWE opting to keep the draft tied to its traditional television structure. So you got to wonder now, is the deal falling apart between WWE and ESPN? Is there some conflict? Is there some controversy? Could there be some backlash there? Or are we reading a little bit too much into the ESPN WWE story, the saga that is continuing right here and right now, where we push it all? Also, breaking news on TNA. Outside WWE, another industry-level story involves TNA Wrestling and AMC. TNA is reportedly exploring crossover opportunities with AMC television properties ahead of its upcoming network debut. While exploratory, the talks signal a push towards mainstream crossover exposure. Also breaking news on next year's WrestleMania extravaganza, the Showcase of Immortals, the Super Bowl of professional wrestling. Another notable reveal comes from Jade Cargill, who has now confirmed she has already planned her entrance for WrestleMania 42. And according to Jade, the entrance is meant to be a statement moment, signaling WWE's long-term vision for her as a marquee attraction in the industry. Also, we give you the final verdict. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, become a channel member today. Donate with a Super Thanks donation in the comments below with your credit card. The NXT Women's Division was shaken by an unexpected title change. Carmelo Hayes' U.S. title win erased any doubt and earned strong backstage support. WWE is divided on future signings. Major media companies are pitching WWE on how to present their biggest stars. TNA is exploring mainstream crossover opportunities. Jade Cargill is planning a WrestleMania-level moment, and Tiffany Stratton's footage reminded fans just how real the risks are behind the scenes, pointing to WWE isn't so fake after all. All of it points to one thing, subscribers, viewers, and most importantly, channel members. The wrestling industry is quietly evolving, and the decisions being made now will shape what fans see next. Now, viewers, we hear from you. Did WWE make the right call with the NXT Women's title? Is Carmelo Hayes the future of the U.S. title scene? Should WWE sign Danhausen? What do you think of Tiffany Stratton's footage of her neck almost being broken, almost landing and ended up in death, 6 feet under? And what kind of entrance do you want to see from Jade Cargill at WrestleMania? Are you excited for WrestleMania next year? What do you think should be the main event? What should be the card for WrestleMania next year? Drop your thoughts in the comment section below here on the Unapologetic, Brash, and Brazen. Subscribe for WWE news, wrestling news, rumors, and backstage updates, because when things change, we absolutely cover it right here on this very channel, this very station, You guys are the foundation on the damned location. And as you know, if you're not down with Sean View, well, then there's two things you can do about it. Nothing and like it. Now, in a little bit of a bonus, it has now been confirmed. It was a rumor, but now it is confirmed. Matt Hardy has confirmed that Matt and Jeff Hardy, the Hardy brothers, the Hardy boys, have signed contracts with TNA, which will also keep them in the WWE. Harley Cameron credits WWE for green card wrestling training. Also, Jim Ross feels Vince McMahon's animosity towards him stems from jealousy. Netflix announces WWE Unreal Season 2 premiere date and details. Tony Khan is confident in Warner Brothers Discovery partnership amid merger uncertainty. And ladies and gentlemen, the game Triple H and The Rock. The $80 million board director at the center of WWE's power struggle. Again, $80 million board director at the center of WWE power struggle. And again, guys, Dominic Mysterio has indeed suffered a shoulder injury at the AAA event in Mexico. Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions on all of that. Guys, this show's about you. We put you at the forefront. You are in the driver's seat. It is always going to be a green light when I'm on here. Why? Because have no fear, I am here. Plenty more to come. Subscribe, become a channel member. And there's more where this came from because we're working on even more bigger reports, even more huge headlines throughout the night, throughout the evening, throughout the morning. This is the ultimate exclusive destination.